All right, I have another hack for you guys. I just discovered the best and honestly one of the most cost-effective ways to make a solid shooting glove for your kid. Now, if you're a tab shooter, I'm sorry, this video is not for you. What am I referring to with the glove? Well, you see, this is the leather glove that I shoot with, and we shoot split finger. So we shoot one finger on top, two fingers on the bottom, under our nocking point is what I'm referring to if you're not very familiar with the terminology. So with that being said, a lot of times you can get youth gloves that are okay. They usually will have like a bear or some type of like animal hide on the outside, and it'll be kind of a cheap leather, and I don't know. What will happen a lot of times is the little piece of material that's on there will honestly almost get caught on the string, and it kind of starts a plucking problem if you're familiar with what that is. So I've been trying as long as I can to been trying as long as I can to have my son not shoot with the glove. Now that he's moving up in poundage, he's getting taller, he's getting bigger. I know the problem's gonna come where he's flinging 200 arrows in a weekend. It's gonna start to really hurt his fingers. So I wanna be prepared, and I have thought of an awesome way where you're just gonna need to find some little leather gloves and a little tool to cut it. You could obviously use some scissors, but quilting is my other nerdy, weird side thing that people don't expect me to do. And I had one of these sitting around, and I'm gonna show you why it's super awesome. But we are going to create this for adults out of these for kids. What are these? They're just little, like, I didn't even know they made them this size. They're so cute. They're little genuine leather gloves. They have different levels too. You can get these at Tractor Supply or like North 40 for $4.99, and that's for two. So you can practice with the wrong hand if you want. So let's get started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate these. I'm gonna show you with the hand that my son doesn't use first. So he uses his, I don't know why I had to think about that, his right hand to pull back. So we're gonna do it first with the left hand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the pinky and we're gonna cut off the thumb. Wow, doesn't that look kind of familiar? Only this is gonna be more comfortable on his hand versus there not being quite as much material here. The Velcro can kind of cause, I don't know, irritation for me, and I know it will cause irritation for my son. The other thing with this is it's gonna be a little bit more of a snug fit. I always have a problem being a girl and I have small hands, finding a glove that fits me. And so I was always wearing these really big gloves, and when I was wearing a glove that didn't fit, I noticed I would pluck more. And why is because where I would pull back my arrow would get caught behind this leather quite often. And I mean, I'll look for anything, right? Other than blaming myself for shooting bad, of course. But we're gonna cut these off and let's see what it looks like. All right, so typically I would use my cutting mat for quilting, but am lazy. So I'm using a cutting board. More people are probably gonna have that sitting around their house. So I'm gonna pull out the thumb nicely, and I still want this to look nice. So that's what's so nice about this rotary blade, is it will roll right along this seam that is already developed here. So we're gonna just take this and we're gonna go really slow, not cut our fingers off. And being that it is leather, it is a little snug. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, that was done. Anyways, so there's his thumb hole. Now we're gonna cut off the pinky. And just do your best with this, honestly. I'm just gonna cut it kind of in that same motion that I did the thumb. That's just kind of gonna resemble opening up the hand here. So, I'm being careful though not to cut any major supporting seams, obviously, that are going to make the glove fall apart. So, just want to throw that out there. So, after I look at this, I'm gonna cut with the palm side up. Just gonna find the best way to do this. Okay, boom. Guys, look at the cutest little glove we've ever made. Now, You can obviously trim this down however your kid needs fit, but let's get Bradley to try this on for us. Okay, so you know how mommy uses this to shoot? Yeah. I made you one. Can you try it on for me? It goes on your left hand. So your thumb is gonna come right out that hole. Snug, and your pinky is gonna come over here. Oh my gosh, you gotta help me out here, kid. Well, hopefully your kid's better at putting gloves on than mine. My goodness, little B-Rad. There we go. Boom. What do you think of that? Show them how cute your glove is. All right, so what we can do, yeah, 1 second. What we can do is we can definitely trim down a little bit more here and along the front, kind of bring it maybe more down towards the seam, just in like a triangle. And then his thumb looks pretty good. What do you think? Obviously we'll trim this up and make it prettier, but do you like that? Okay. Oh. High five. Thank you, bud. Anyways, I hope this offers you guys some more flexibility because kids' gloves, there's a ton of them out there. But being able to make something, one, yourself for your kid is kind of cool, but two, really getting to personalize it to them and get it more to what you use so you can better teach them, I just think is super special and beneficial. So I hope you guys give this a shot. I'll link these little gloves that I just used. These are size small. My son is gonna be 5 years old, like I said, and there's still a little bit of wiggle room in the fingers, so he'll definitely, once we get it tighter on his hand too, I think it'll help. Okay, please let me know if you guys try this, what you think, do's, don'ts, and if there are any other alternate solutions you've come up with for gloves for young kiddos. I'd love to hear them. All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.